Welcome everybody. Let's take a look at the three most requested questions from homework 4, which might be a good review before our quiz on Wednesday and Thursday. Let's take a look at number 7, which has division in it. Let's take a look at what we do there. Bam. So 6x and x plus 6 are already factored. We'll leave that alone. Let's factor these. So the first step is to factor these. Let's factor the numerator of the second fraction, x squared minus 49. We have a perfect square of 49 and it's negative, so we can turn that into x plus 7 and x minus 7. If it was x squared plus 49, couldn't do anything to it. But x squared minus 49 allows us to use plus 7 and minus 7, which when we add it together will cancel out, and that's why there's no middle term. Now number 7 is special because of the denominator. The denominator there has it looks like it's a basic trinomial with just an x squared, but if you look at the x squared, there is a minus in front of it. Bam! That makes it a -1. That makes it an advanced trinomial. So what we try to do is divide that out. So divide by -1. If you notice, you see it right there. Bam! Divide by -1. And inside you get left with -42. So the positive 42 changes to -42. You have minus x and plus x squared. So what we do in the next term is, or next step, is rewrite everything. And then now, whoops. You get x squared minus x minus 42. So that is now a basic trinomial. Bam! So now what we do is factor that. So in the denominator you have x minus 7 and x plus 6. Alright? And now we can take a look at our excluded values. What we do is factor, find our excluded values, and then we can turn division into multiplication. So there's -6, +7, and -6 again, and we don't really need the second -6. We just need it once. So now what we do is we change that division to multiplication, and we do the reciprocal. So the division in magenta, red, I don't know, whatever color that is, you see it's now multiplication, and it's the reciprocal. What was in the denominator is now in the numerator, and vice versa. We take a look at this and see if we can cancel things. Well, x plus 6 can cancel, the x minus 7's cancel, and that's what we're left with. So we multiply across, we multiply a numerator, so we get -1 times 6x, and x plus 7 in the denominator. And what you want to do is combine the signs. So the numerator is negative, denominator is positive, and you take a negative divided by a positive, and that whole thing, whoops, is negative. And our excluded values are -6 and 7. Number 17 is a straight up multiplication problem. So let's start step 1. Let's factor. Factor the numerator. You get r minus 18, r plus 16. Denominator is fine. Factor out an 8r squared in the second fraction. The second one, the denominator in the second one, factor out a 10, and 19r minus 17 is there. So this one's nice because several things cancel. 8r squareds cancel, 19r minus 17 cancel. Oops, and our excluded values are 0 and 17 over 19. Almost forgot that. But you have to do that before you cancel, so my bad. And now what we're left with is r minus 18, r plus 16 in the numerator, and 10 in the denominator. Bam! Done. 15. Alright, let's take a look at this one. Let's factor, and step 1, let's factor. The numerator, you can take out 9x squared. Denominator, you can take out 14. 1 is 1, and denominator, divide out of 14. Normally, if you look at this, these are exactly the same, kind of. And when you change to multiplication, they would normally cancel. But we need to factor because we still need to find our excluded values. So in this case, we set 11x plus 8 not equal to 0. Subtract the 8, divide the 11, and our excluded value is -8 over 11. And now what we do is let's change our division to multiplication and do the reciprocal. So nice enough for us, we can now cancel the numerator and the denominator, and we're left with 9x squared times x minus 3, where x cannot be -8 over 11. Bam! And that's our final answer. Thank you for joining us.